Good morning, Card Community. This is RJ, and it is time for the Sunday Trivia Recap. Hooray! Loud cheers, applause, people doing the wave, rioting the streets, mass hysteria, world peace breaking out all over. And let's get to it. So, we had 3 great trivia questions last week with 3 nice little prizes for you all to get a chance at today. We'll have more of the same next week, so check that out. But starting with Monday, the prize is this nice Stadium Club Thurman Munson card. I believe this was for 2021 Stadium Club. Yep, nice young looking Thurman there on the back. Thurman Munson. And the question was, because I had just read this on the back of a card not too long ago. It said, which pitcher was the last to pitch both ends of a doubleheader and win both games in that doubleheader day 3 times in 1 month? Now that sounds like a crazy thing today. Certainly they don't play doubleheaders almost ever. There are no longer scheduled doubleheaders like there used to be long ago. There used to be scheduled doubleheaders, but nowadays there's not. They would never consider scheduling a doubleheader. They're always, a makeup game after a rainout or something like that. So pitchers just don't pitch as long as they did. And I'm sorry, I'm going to spout a little bit here. I always love to hear people talk about the most unbreakable record. Cal Ripken's streak, Nolan Ryan's strikeouts, Ricky Henderson's stolen bases, and Nolan Ryan's strikeouts. Yeah, no one's going to touch that. But for the most part, the most unbreakable records of all time are and always will be the pitching records that exist for longevity, for career tallies of certain things. Specifically, wins. Cy Young's win total of 511 will never be approached ever again. Walter Johnson's, career record of shutouts in a career, 110, will never be approached ever again. Complete games by Cy Young will never be anywhere approached. Losses by Cy Young will never be approached. And that's because of the way the pitching has changed. Starting pitchers back in the day would pitch 2 games a day sometimes. They would pitch every game. I mean, literally, before 1900, they used one pitcher almost exclusively on most teams. There's always like 3 or 4, but you went to the same guy every other day, and then you'd sprinkle him in with the losers and take him out when his arm wasn't good, put in a relief pitcher. But the one guy, the main guy on your team was the pitcher. You just didn't swap him out ever, so the same guy pitched every freaking game. I mean, games started. Cy Young would start 80, 90 games a year. I mean, that wasn't unheard of. These days, no, the concept is crazy. So, I mean, complete games started, innings pitched, all of that stuff for a pitching standpoint will never be approached, ever. I mean, it's possible somebody might break Cal Ripken's consecutive game streak. It's highly doubtful, but it is physically possible. It's possible somebody will hit in 56 consecutive games. It's highly unlikely, but it is physically possible. It is not physically possible in today's game for a pitcher to pitch the way they did in the old days, which is why this individual once pitched 3 doubleheaders, both ends of each game, and won them both in a month. And that was Hall of Fame pitcher Joe McGinnity. Joe McGinnity played most notably for the Yankees back in the day. This is my T206 reprint card of him. So that was the answer. I'm sorry for spouting off about the, spouting off about the pitching things, but that always gets me when people talk about unbreakable records. No, pitching records from the turn of the century are the unbreakable records. Never forget that. So here are the individuals who submitted a guess for Joe McGinnity. There were a number of different individuals thrown out there. But let's spin. We shuffle once and we spin. You're going for that great Thurman Munson card, so good luck to everybody. Again, sorry for ranting on that one, but I just had to get that off my chest. It drives me crazy. And remember, you have to hit 3 times in my the way I do my trivia contest, because not a lot of people enter, and I like to spread the wealth around. That was Shaw. You're down there at the bottom, Shaw, so don't think I didn't get your log. Don't think you weren't logged down there. I got you. I hope you all had are having a good start to your new year. I had a decent holiday season, getting back to the swing of things. Made some nice purchases while I was during the Christmas season, and recently be showing off some really cool things next week. So stop back and see. Had a really kind of a fun thing for me happen. I enjoyed it. I enjoy, if you haven't noticed, giving away stuff. I enjoy sharing my card collections with everybody else. And mostly because, I don't need all the cards I have. I've got so many cards I don't want or need. It sounds like a weird thing to say, but because I'm a set collector, when I get random loose cards, I don't want them. I tend to try and, package them up in a blaster box or what do they call them? Mystery pack, and just sell them at yard sales. I just don't hold on to things unless they're part of a set, except for, sets I'm trying to build or my Mike Schmidt collection. Obviously, those are random loose cards that aren't part of a set. But anyway, I'm always, I picked up some good stuff, but I'm always looking to share my extra stuff with other people. William Cookmeyer, that is 3 for you, sir, I believe. I was watching you and Shaw there duel it out, but you pulled it off. So William Cookmeyer snags this awesome Thurman Munson Stadium Club card. Congrats to that, sir. Moving on to Wednesday's question. The prize, really cool, Brandon Marsh, Topps Chrome rookie. We, the Phillies here, have high hopes for Mr. Brandon Marsh. Just remember, the card was fairly warped, as Topps Chrome sometimes do, so I popped it in this top loader. That's how I will send it out to you. Straighten it out. It's a very good centered card. Hopefully, if you wanted to send it in to one of the grading companies, it'd come back a 10. It's a very nice looking card. The question for that one was a very, very simple question, and everybody nailed it really quickly. Which rookie won the World Series MVP this year? And of course, that was Mr. Jeremy Pena. This is his 1987 35-year anniversary throwback style. Out of, actually, no, this is his archives card from this year. That's what it is. I thought it was his, look at the back, and I realized, wait, no, this is archives. So this is his rookie card from the Topps Archives product. That was a very simple question. Everybody nailed it. We will move on to Wednesday. These are the individuals who submitted the guess for Wednesday. Wilbur Cookmeyer, you are out, sir. I will take you off the list. You cannot win but once a week in my contest. That actually clears the board so you can see all the names on one shot. So we will shuffle once again and spin. You got to hit 3 times. Good luck to everybody. So I was saying, yeah, I do. I like to share my collection. I give away a lot of things. So, my contests, I go big sometimes, giving away stuff. Anyway, my wife belongs to a number of Facebook groups where people talk about the neighborhoods, Facebook Marketplace, all that kind of stuff. She's always in touch with what's going on in the communities. And one day earlier this past week, she saw a post. A mother was saying, her kid is getting older and starting to get into baseball cards. But they don't have a lot of money, and she was wondering if anybody out there had some old baseball cards. They really wanted to get them this year's Topps set, but didn't have the money. So they wanted to know if anybody out there could help. Well, I said, well, have them send over ask him to bring the kid over, and I'll hook him up with a whole bunch of stuff. So sure enough, they brought the young man over. He's a 12-year-old kid, just starting the little league experience, I guess, or trying to get into baseball. Really a fan now. And apparently they got him a couple packs, but didn't have a lot of money to give him. And I actually hooked him up with, I gave him a complete set. I had put together a spare because I have the factory set myself. And when I do my break of product during the year, I get 2 jumbo boxes, one for Series 1 and one for Series 2. Usually I get the full set collated out of a jumbo box or a hobby jumbo box. Not always, but usually. This year for Series 1 I did not. I was very upset with that. But for Series 2 I did. Anyway, so I was able to put together a complete set. Usually I use that as a yard sale stuff for, oh, God is great, Ken. There's 3 hits for you right there, champ. All right, sending more cool stuff out to Japan for Ken out there. Ken, you'll be getting this cool Brandon Marsh rookie. Hope you enjoy that, sir. Lastly, on Friday, the question was, well, the prize was this here Buster Posey opening day. I love this card because, again, it has Buster's career stats. He announced late that he was not returning for the 2022 season, so Topps included him on a card. And this is the one you will be getting, the opening day version. For this question, the question was, which player, and there were a couple of them, name me one player who played for all of the New York teams. That would be the Yankees, Dodgers, Giants, and the Mets. Interesting side note, clearly the Yankees, Giants, and Dodgers have been around since the 1900s. However, there was never a player, who played for the Yankees, Giants, and Dodgers while they were in New York or Brooklyn. Never happened, which I found it fascinating that was true. I mean, again, back there, and they had the reserve clause, so the owners controlled the fate of the players at all times. Okay, the owners controlled that, so they couldn't just jump from team to team at will like they do now. So never happened. And then when they instituted the free agency, that when it was possible. So there were 3 that I'm aware of. There may be more, but I'm only aware of 3. So Darryl Strawberry. This is Strawberry's Donruss Crackerjack card. This is like a postage stamp size card from 1992. Darryl Strawberry is one of the individuals who did it. Another one was Jose Vizcaino. Interesting, this card shows him on the Cubs. So clearly, if Jose Vizcaino made it to the Yankees, Dodgers, Giants, and Mets, and the Cubs, he jumped around a lot. And the last one was Ricky Leday. Little-known utility player, Ricky Leday, but he certainly lasted long enough to stay on the active roster to appear with 4 different teams, so kudos to Ricky. So these are the individuals over here who threw out a guess for that question. Again, Wilbur, you are out, sir. You cannot win but once a week. Same with Ken, you're out, sir. You cannot win but once a week. These are the individuals left. We will shuffle once and spin. You are going for that Buster Posey opening day card. Good luck to everybody. So yeah, the kid came over and I was showing him off in my baseball room. And I just dumped all kinds of crap on the guy. I mean, I have so many extras of all kinds of different sets, so many random things I just don't need in my collection. Again, I'm a baseball only kind of guy. My focus is Mike Schmidt and sets. So when I get random things that are baseball oriented, a lot of times I'm just not interested. It's really cool, really neat to have, but I don't have an emotional attachment to it, and I don't mind giving it to somebody else. So I gave him a number of different sets that I had lying around. Also gave him some books I had a couple Pinnacle cans, if you remember those. They were Pinnacle in like the mid 90s. Came out with a set of cards, and the way they packaged them, instead of in packs, was they put them in sealed cans, like a soup can or something. And you need a can opener just to get to them. So I had 6 of those that I had picked up when I purchased some individual's full collection. I bought a collection from somebody, and they had these cans in there. And I was like, oh, okay. And one of them was cool. One of them had Derek Jeter on the front, so it's it's interesting. You might call it collectible, but I don't know. It's up on the bay. The cans really aren't worth more than $5, so there's really no value to them. So I gave the 6 cans to the kid, and he was thrilled and got a chance to show off my card room to somebody. I have older kids. My kids are not interested in baseball at all. They have no interest in my collection, no interest in uh, keeping it when I'm gone. Although they probably will be when it comes time to clearing out my house and selling everything. Then they'll say, "Oh well, your dad wasn't too stupid after all, now was he?" But uh, but yeah, no, I was happy to share that with the individual. I did say one thing. I said, if you guys take that home, and if you do open those cans, I want to know what the heck you pull. I wanted to know what cards are they going to pull out of those Pinnacle packs. The Pinnacle cards are not worth anything. They just aren't. But it would have been fun to open the can. I never did. I had again with 6 of them, and I thought maybe going for the Jeter, but even the Jeter wasn't worth that much. So Lisa Z, hey, congrats, Lisa. That's 3 for you. I know you always throw out a guest, so I'm always happy to have Lisa uh, in my contests, and always happy to let her win once in a while, or have her win once in a while, I should say. So there's your Buster Posey, Lisa. I'll be sending that out to you. Congrats on that. So that is everything I had this week to show you. Again, there will be more great prizes and trivia next week, so please stop by for that. I have I got a mail day to show off. I'm ripping a a random box of junk that I found at Walmart, and then I have an update on one of my goals to show you, some slab cards I got back. So anyway, I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you for your support. Please consider like, subscribing, commenting if you don't already. And I will hope to see you all again next week for more of the same. And we'll recap again next Sunday. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care.